And out of his net to take care of it is Hansen behind. Excuse me, that is Tanner Bonjero back behind the net. Starting netminder today for Team White in the first half of this game. Thrown back up and a good breakout in the middle for Curry. Curry trying to fight through stick traffic. That puck taken away, tire blown, but just thrown in with one hand by Hohem. And now back behind Team Black net. Tony Morran sets up shop behind his own cage as Team White completes a change. No bite at all from Marcus Friddle right in front. That puck deflects away back into the neutral zone, loose by the Team White blue line. Gap back up, Garrow through the middle. Now speed on the near side wing. Good curl back from Dennis, puts it back over on the far side. Back into the high slot. Here's a shot. That one's wide off the end around wall. Back in front. Good stop in front by the netminder, Dalton Elliott. Kept in at the top. Jocelyn ripped a shot on net. That one just got by. Trying to cycle it down low for Garrow. Good interception from the defenseman, Tony Morran. Morran leaves on the far side for Wilkerson. Wilkerson's pass through the middle, intercepted, but Ashton Collins picked up the loose change. Collins drive from Bonjnor. Team White on the breakout. It's spoiled by a loose puck into a skate, but eventually thrown back in deep by Hugh Demina. 24 goals, 28 assists, 52 points on his season for the Wisconsin Woodsman. That stretch pass on the near side. Good play on the wall by Mason Frary from the Northeast Generals to keep that puck nearly at his shins away in front of him and avoid the icing. Team Black will start the breakout now onto the near side. Long pass across the neutral zone onto the far end. Just thrown back in by Team Black. Here's a 2-on-1 down the wing. Looking in front. Here's the shot. They score. Really good play to just get the puck down the space for Ben Parent of the Rochester Grizzlies. 35 points from the blue line. That pass deflects in, and Davis will throw it in. Team Black will work up onto the far side. It's Jake Wilkerson. Wilkerson wants to do it all himself, goes through the middle, puts this puck in open ice, and then eventually gets deep behind the Team White zone. Really good speed from Jake Wilkerson of the Norwich Sea Captains on that play. Here's a sharp angle shot from below the goal line. Just trying to put it in front from can and go. It finds the neutral zone and is thrown back in by Jake Wilkerson. Good stretch pass on the far side. Loose puck in the slot, going for the one-hand chip on the loose change. Could not connect, was Tegan Schroeder. Apologize once again if I'm saying any of these names a little bit off of how they are pronounced. No pronunciation guide. Curry had a beautiful chance on the far end. Good play by Bonjnor to get away onto the post. Took the angle away every single step. Avoid 2-0 and now enter. Jackson Holm with the backhand. Holm trying to send this one in front for Connor Dvorak. Dvorak put that one up front. Parent stops, fires down, got blocked. Rebound in front. Dvorak had a look at it. Just a bouncing puck over the blade. In from the blue, here's Coldwater. Coldwater poked away, and Ben Parent from the Rochester Grizzlies will take out his own blue. What a season he's having for the Grizzlies. The 04 birthday from Hudson, Wisconsin has 35 points on the blue line. Coldwater enters, might have lost a tire, tripped up, no calls. That one's dumped in deep by Team Black. Jake Wilkerson goes to chase. Good play up the wall, give and go, wanted from Fertel. Fertel will instead go over to Parent. Parent with a lot of speed. He'll backhand this one in deep, take a hit, but make the play. Cycled back behind by Morran. A lot of time to do something you want with Wilkerson. Wilkerson, good stretch pass, big hit. Been sharp whenever needed, although it's hard as a goaltender to stay sharp when your number's not called. It was called right there, just wide on the glove side. Walking in on the shot was Hugh Demia. Worked up the wall, good pass through the middle. Frary just going to dump this one towards the net. McLaughlin going towards. Forced to play it is Tanner Bonjnor. Worked up the wall, chipped through the neutral zone, and now speed the other way. Here's Justin Funk. Funk on the left side wing. Funk looking in front. Wilkerson, good stick defensively. He'll throw it into open ice off the glass, trying to get it out. Really good defensive play from Jake Wilkerson from the Norwich Sea Captains. The 07 birthday from Auburn, Maine. Chipped on the near side wall. Duke put that one in deep. Here's Wilkerson, just had that beautiful defensive play. Up onto the near side wall in the corner, work back up. Dvorak, cross blue line pass, faking, getting it back. Coldwater. Coldwater down the wing. Coldwater looking for an outlet. Cuts in that, puts a shot on that short side. Good save from Dalton Elliott. Saucer in front, deflected, loose change. Here's a chance, backhand, good save, rebound cleared away by Tony Morran. Work back up. Team White has the pedal to the metal right now and a lot of pressure. Big hit in the corner from Sam Meny. Keeping the puck in. Here's Dvorak. Dvorak cuts, has space. Dvorak to the forehand, shoots. Good save, Elliott. Rebound cleared away on the near side iron. This looks like a power play. Team White is absolutely buzzing right now. Here's Hoem. Jackson Hoem cycles it back down low. Wyatt Duke. Duke into the slot looking for Hoem, cutting down. This one just going to be sent out off of Duke. Stays in the neutral zone. Team Black desperately needs a change. Here's a chance. Johnson all alone fires a shot. Blocked by Morran. Now Team Black with fresh legs. We'll just get this out from Jason DiMatteo. They're trying to enter the zone. Left it for Fletcher. Fletcher on the forecheck. Team White possesses. Fletcher breaks it up, puts it towards the slot. Nobody there but Team White. They'll go the other way. Here's Kelly Coldwater. Coldwater with speed down the wing. Coldwater hits the brakes, looks towards the slot. Had a man, but that pass deflected. Had Frunk, but could not get it to him cleanly through the stick traffic. Tony Morran now circle back behind his own net, let Team Black complete a change and set up the breakout. Palmater, Wilkerson, and go will start. It's Palmater on the near side. Palmater with a lot of speed through the neutral zone on the left side wing. Put that one towards the slot just behind Rio, and now the other way. Here's a one-on-one opportunity for Team White, trying to make a move. Beautiful defensive play from Morran. Just broke that up. He goes Hugh Demia. DiMatteo breaks up that zone entrance off the wall. Really good play right there. Team White on the far side, loose puck behind the Team Black net. Garrow, good move, puts it in front for Friddle. Friddle short side backhand, but that's an easy save for Dalton Elliott. Stayed strong on his post, covers it up with 150 for the first period. Team White with a big time penalty kill. Team Black really could not establish the zone on that man advantage. It was a really good chance to make it a 2-0 game. There's a puck that deflected away. Elliott got a piece with the blocker to keep it away. Garrow back behind the Team Black net. He's dancing on Wilkerson. Garrow trying to tuck outside on the forehand. Will instead throw it up the wall into the near side. It's kept in at the blue. Dump back in for Garrow. Jake Garrow left it away. Davis looking towards the slot. He wanted Marcus Friddle, but couldn't get it there. Threw a lot of stick traffic going the other way. Team White trying to break the code and get a goal on the board. Wilkerson was spectacular in that first period on the blue line for Team Black. Put that one up the wall, just deflected back in. Tony Morran, his defensive partner right now, as it looks to be a little switch up. He was on the second defensive pairing with Ryan Milikis, but now Morran and Wilkerson on the ice together. This pass deflected by Hoem. Good play. Duke just couldn't control the pass right behind him. Put back up by Morran, looking for Fletcher. Here's Eli Fletcher in a foot race. Fletcher down the wing with a shot. Good left side pad save from Bungenor. Fletcher back down low looking for Waller. Waller, that pass just hopped over the blade. Here's Hoem. Jackson Hoem all alone as he's entered the zone on the far side. Hoem with a little bit of speed, poked away on the far side half wall. Now blew a tire, taken down, no call. Morran tried to get it out. Hoem keeps, leaves, Garrow, sharp angle, looking in front, crosses the slot, up top, Friddle walks in, fires that one, deflected away. Marcus Friddle, 63 points on his season, the 04 birthday for the Hawaiians. Tucks it in, right pad save, oh my goodness, loose change cleared away. It was a beautiful chance for Mike McLaughlin, who's had 2 grade A shots, really 1 grade A, and then the Michigan attempt that was denied as well, but he's had a spectacular first 5 minutes of this period on the offensive side for Team Black. Now Team White trying to answer. Garum looking in front for Joyce. Joyce had that puck just behind in the high slot, back behind Wilkerson for Team Black. Wilkerson throws it up the wall. Time and space for Carson Curry. Curry, DiMatteo, really good breakout. DiMatteo leaves, Wilkerson fires a shot just wide of the glove side. Curry up on the wall, he'll leave, dump back in by Ethan Miller. Wilkerson, the defenseman, in on the forecheck. He'll deflect that pass away, but ultimately gets right back to Team White. Schumlis, long stretch pass, really good, finds the blade, 2-on-1, here's a chance, backdoor, here's the shot, just wide. They went for the tic-tac-toe on the back post. Just wide. From Justin Funk, had a beautiful chance with Denma. Back up top, Schumlis over far side blue. Trying to fire this shot on net, good blocker save from Dalton Elliott. Back up top, Schumlis back into the slot, just a little bit too much to handle for Connor Dvorak. Back up to the blue, left, Dvorak, time, space, walks, fires a shot. That one got blocked by Tony Morran. Dvorak back up top. Here's one of those shifts we talked about with this Team White where they control. Shumlas fresh off the bench, had a man streaking down. It was Jackson Hoem. Hoem on his backhand on the far side half wall. Hoem left to Dvorak, left for Hoem, but intercepted back and thrown back up the wall and out to the neutral zone. Foot race, DiMatteo. Face off won by Team Black over to the wall. Poke back up, Team White controls. Tire blown, no call, no arm in the air. As Team Black goes the other way, Waller just puts it by. Ben Parent, long stretch pass for Wyatt Duke. Duke will take one step back for Coldwater, collects the change, and enters the zone. Coldwater full of steam. Coldwater the shot just over the crossbar. Field goal's good. Another shot on net from Wyatt Duke at the face-off circle, covered up easily by Dalton Elliott. Another offensive zone draw, and it feels like Team White, that's the one thing they haven't been able to do is get bodies in front of Elliott and try to disrupt his vision, because if he can see it, it's probably being tracked into the glove. Worked up the wall, Ryu puts this one off. A lot of speed the other way for Team Black. Goff trying to get to it, brought back by the defense, and Team White put back up by Shumlas. Dumped back in deep by Wilkerson. Wilkerson far side corner. Forecheck is on, chipped out, glove down, good acrobatic play, and now Team White with a little bit of a rush. They're outnumbered, backdoor, what a save, Dalton Elliott. Elliott on the doorstep, had a beautiful opportunity for Team White. Believe it was Shooter with the look. Just crashing the far side post, really good play and a really good look on a tight window. Leave, drop, offside, Easton Portner had a full head of steam through the middle, and they'll say neutral zone draw. Joyce, and 4:33 to play in the second. Face off one over, Wyatt Duke. Duke walks, time, high slot, Duke fires off the iron. Sounded like the outside of the iron, but off the iron nonetheless. Stays 1-1 game with 4:21 to go. Johnson, far side, pressured, deflected out. Here's a chance the other way with speed. DiMatteo cutting. DiMatteo slot, walks, fires and scores! Picks the corner, Jason DiMatteo, his second point of the game. And you can pick the corner like DiMatteo just did. You're gonna have pretty good chances of scoring. Team Black back on top with 4:05 to go in the period. Caleb Waller chucks this one toward the slot. That one goes through and off the boards, collected by Davis. Davis throws this one to the far side corner. Pulled back up by Morran. Back up top, loose puck once again. Ashton Collins trying to get to it, but easily gotten to by Team White. Davis leaves, really good pass from Davis. Down the wing with space, with time, fires a shot. That one deflects into the protective netting behind the cage. 3:41 to go in the second. Believe that pass deflected. Really, they've had their fair share of chances, but when you look at puck possession and time, wing puts it towards the middle. Garum, backhand shot. Elliott the save, rebound. They say it was in the net. Team White says it's in the net. It's in the net. The official circled by Dalton Elliott. But we stay at a 2-1 game with 98 seconds to go in the period. Justin Funk, the goal scorer, the face-off man for Team White. It's won back by Team Black. Jackson will have to veer back into his own end. Jason Wilkerson behind the net. Wilkerson back up, Jackson collected, loose puck, and now speed the other way. Frary, backhand, forehand, good save, Hansen on the sharp side. Got the rebound change as well. Big hit on the near center, was gonna be a big hit, but Wilkerson holds up and just shoves away. 70 seconds left in the period. At the blue, kept in the other way. Helena Bighorns, Marcus Friddle will take the draw. Poked over to the wall, DiMatteo collects the loose change. Tony Morran, puts it back up to the blue. Johnson fires it in deep, a whiffed. Morran headbands this puck up top. DiMatteo tried to leave for Miller. Miller pokes it forward for Morran. Morran looking for Miller. Johnson with a good defensive play. Colton Johnson has been everywhere on the defensive side for Team White. Davis leaves for Colton Johnson. Davis. Braden Davis has also been everywhere for Team White. He's been spectacular. Cuts to the slot. Davis looking backdoor. That pass got deflected. He wanted Noah Joyce cutting to the near side post. Looking for a long stretch. That one taken care of. Here's a good chance down the wing. Good angle off. Eli Fletcher with speed, but really good defensive play from Team White. Put back towards the slot. Nobody home, and now going the other way for Jake Garrow. Garrow down the near side wing. Garrow leaves for Joyce. That pass just behind Fletcher. Loose puck. Davis throws it back in deep. He'll go to complete the change for Team White. Wilkerson for Morran. Morran fake to give to Wilkerson. Goes up Fletcher. Fletcher leaves. Good breakout. Now here's a chance. Ashton Millicus for Team Black. Down the left side wing. Millicus has Goff up top. Elects to go down low and cycle. Palmenter. Down low Ryu. Ryu tied up. Goff in to help 2-on-2 battle down low. And a penalty's going to get called on Team Black. Delayed penalty as Nick Hansen will go to the bench. And we skate 6-on-5 for the time being. Garum down the wing. Garum has an edge. Poked away. Good defensive play. Jake Wilkerson has been spectacular in his own end. But a power play for Duke Hoem. Henny and Colton Johnson at the blue. The power play unit for Team White. One back. Many at the blue line for Colton Johnson. Johnson breaks. Many. That one loose. McLaughlin on the front charge. Loose puck. Connor Dvorak picks up the loose change. Dvorak with a lot of speed curls up the near side wall. Dvorak back up top. Many. Johnson time walking down. Couldn't handle the pass cleanly. Johnson fighting through a check from Frary. Now into the corner. Works it back over the wall to Hoem. Hoem through the seam. Far side Dvorak. Dvorak has been spectacular. Back up many. Johnson. Johnson into the bumper through the seam. Dvorak off the wall. Dvorak back down low. Wyatt Duke. That one sent out and rimmed around the glass and out of the zone by Morran. Caleb Waller. Far side pass. Really good shot and a goal. Eli Fletcher. That's how you end. It's a play. 2-1 after 40. We saw 3 goals in the first 40 minutes of game action. We've seen 4 in the first 7.5 in this period. That puck going to deflect off the blade and all the way out of play on the far side. It was Tom. Tanner Bonjnor was fantastic in his time. Nick Hansen was really good in his time in the second period. Dalton Elliott was spectacular all of the first 2 periods. He's been the only goalie to play for Team Black today. No Charlie Donahue, but the offense has just woken up. Garum back down low for Schrader. Schrader in the corner will cycle back down low. Portner had a man in front. If he could have got it to him, it was a really tough angle. Hayden Palmenter. Good breakout Ryu. Ryu fighting through a check. He'll deliver a reverse hit on Colton Johnson. Loose on the far side. Cannon Goff. Goff circling. Goff up the wall, up the circle. Back up top Morran. Morran through an angle, fires sharp side, good save Hansen, rebound back behind. Palmenter fighting for it. Johnson will pick up the loose change. Johnson trying to protect, no arm in the air. Team White with 9:15. Team Black, full wholesale change. Friddle trying to leak by, leaves for Davis. Davis walks and fires from a sharp angle, easy stop for Elliott with the paddle. Battle in the corner, Parent fires, that puck blocked by Jake Wilkerson. Coldwater in the corner, working up the wall. The defenseman in on the play. Looks in front, just back to stick to Friddle. Parent collects off the wall and fires it. Paddled aside and wide and covered up by Dalton Elliott with 8:49 to go. Joyce and Collins, number 4 in white, number 4 in black, join the faceoff circle. Poked by 4 in black, Ashton Collins into the neutral zone. Funk will go back to Many. Many intercepted by Wilkerson and thrown back in deep. Many D-to-D pass for Colton Johnson. Joyce over for Many. Good stretch pass to Justin Funk, who has been the most impressive player today, arguably. Funk rips a shot. That one got blocked by Tony Morran from the Norwich Sea Captains, the defenseman in Team Black. He's been with 2 points. A goal playing. Still playing spectacular, still making big-time saves. But my goodness, the offense has just been everywhere. McLaughlin gloves down the breakout pass off the glass, and instead will now dangle Duke and leave for Jackson, who throws it in deep. Morran in from the blue. Wyatt Duke in his own end now. Duke crosses the blue, crosses the red, and now crosses the offensive blue. From a sharp angle, good paddle, save. Rebound, glove down, Wilkerson, dangerous spot. But Morran able to take care of it, throw it up to the blue. Parent gloves it down, here's a good chance. McLaughlin shovels, gets it back near the middle. Good defensive play, Team White, Coldwater. Jackson, back up Morran. Morran, back Wilkerson. He fires a shot, that one just wide, goes across the ice. 5:40 to go in the period. Back down low, Coldwater wraps around the wall on the far side, kept back in by Jake Wilkerson. Right there in the neutral zone. Back behind their own net, Team White sets up many, far side wall. Dynamo down the wing with speed. Tries to make a move, make a man miss. Loose change collected by Ethan Miller. In from the blue line, Kudelinger fires a shot. That one's saved by Elliott. Rebound flutters away, kept away, and now Morran behind his own net. Tony Morran sets up shop, needing a goal quickly from Team Black. You probably need one before at least a minute and a half to feel really good. You don't necessarily want to pull your goalie down by 2. Delayed offsides on the entry pass. Fletcher trying to veer away, taken away. Here's Dienema in the circle. Will go back down in the corner, cycle it low. Joyce and Funk put down low, and Morran. Team White going into shutdown mode. The defense are leaking back out to the neutral zone on the breakout. Joyce over on the far side, Schumless. Schumless will cycle it back low for Noah Joyce. Joyce, Funk. Funk back up top. Kudinger, far side. Schumlas trying to get by a man. It was Fletcher diving to block the shot. He did down the wing. Schumlas looking in front. Loose puck broken up. Now foot race the other way. Kudinger and Miller. Team Black got to get a sense of urgency. You need 2 goals. Broken up on the entry pass. Looking for DiMatteo. DiMatteo in the corner. Working with many. This one's iced all the way down. Wide of the net. So nice thing signaled and beat out by Morran with 37.5 remaining in this game. White and their coaching staff with Cam Robichaud from the New Hampshire Mountain Kings and Justin Hale from the Philadelphia Rebels. 1 goal through 40 minutes, and then they just erupted for 5 goals in the third period. 7 goals between these two teams, 5 from Team White. Wilkerson, sharp angle, blocker save, Nick Hansen. Work back up Wilkerson with 20 seconds. 2 out the handle, bounces back out to the Team Black blue. Moran, far side Wilkerson. Wilkerson down the wing, fakes the shot, going wide. Davis, a nice hit. Braden Davis has had a heck of a third period. Here's one more chance, Team Black, backhand off the outside of the iron and all the way out. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, dumped out all the way down on